Allo. Growing up in an ethnically diverse area, I always took an interest in learning about other people's cultures. However, there came a certain point where I realized I didn't know too much about my own culture. So that led me to ask myself and other people this question. Do you think it's more important to learn and explore your own culture or learn and explore other people's cultures?
Both.
Both?
First you have to learn about your own culture, and then you're open for all the other cultures. You can compare. But first of all, you really have to learn or study your own culture.
I would say adopt and just get integrated into the new one. I mean, because I think it's more effective. It just works better. You get a better life, easier life, you know? And you can understand people and people can understand you better.
What do you mean by culture around me? So, for example, it would be like Turkish culture because that's most,
Turkish culture, or just like cultures of like whoever is near you.
regarding staying in contact, your mother country or culture. That really depends how you were raised. So I visited Algeria every year with my parents, my father and my mother, but some people don't go visit their family every year. Either they cannot go because it's too expensive, too far away, or they don't have this connection. So maybe if they don't have this connection, they get closer to other cultures that are closer to them where they grew up.
I think know more about other people's culture is better. So you can live together, communicate together. You know, when you know only your culture, you don't know others, it's not good. I still maintain my culture. I hold my culture in high esteem. I respect my culture.
Definitely both. I feel like, of course, it's important to connect with your own culture, especially I feel like if you live in a country that's not your country where your parents migrated from or something. I feel like it's important to not lose that part of yourself. But I feel like it's also important to explore other cultures and just like learn from each other. I feel like the best of both worlds, I guess.
I guess if you were born in your own country, you want it or not, you learn about your own culture anyways. But I think it's really important to know and to grow your mindset. I feel like Germany is not going to be the last country I'm going to leave, so I would probably go on exploring.
Both. I think the concept of cultures is a bit difficult to grasp. But when you see it from a like heart-to-heart perspective where it influences your individual life, then I think it's important to connect with both and to stay in touch with both and to find a balance. But when it comes to culture as a collective thought, I think it's rather dumb to see it that way.
When you're far away from your culture, you have to understand about other cultures. So the community you're engaging with, so it's important to know different cultures. And if you want to enjoy your life, so this is the important part of that.
I can say that it is better. It is also important to learn this culture because I'm no longer in Angola. So it is important to learn German culture because I'm here because I will deal with people that with German people, and I cannot forget also my culture. So I will go with two cultures with me because I cannot forget back home.
I think both parts are really important. Like I would like to learn more about my culture or what is German culture, because I think that's really difficult to like see what is my culture. But I'm really interested in other cultures, so that is something I'm always trying to get from other people or from an environment I'm in. So I'm always trying to learn about different countries, different cultures, and I think a good mix is like the perfect way maybe.
Of course, in your country, understanding your culture better. But in a foreign country, understanding the other culture, even that, for example, what Germans like or don't like. So that would be a key point for me. For example, you can't behave in here which Germans don't like. That's why in a foreign country you need to prioritize as a first thing, which is learning about the local cultures. But in your country, before coming here, you need to understand your own culture better to represent your culture the best to the foreigners, I guess.
I think it's a bit of everything. There's no right or wrong answer, and there's no you have to do this or you have to do that. I think it also depends on your circumstances. For my example, I work for the United Nations, so all of my colleagues, mostly, there's some Germans, but mostly they're also foreign people as well. So if I'm going to get a drink with colleagues after work, or you're going to someone's birthday, we have a mix of cultures and everything there already. So by just spending time with your friends, you're getting exposed to different cultures and you learn a lot of interesting things as well. At the same time, I'm also aware that I am a foreign person living in Germany, so therefore you have to at least make some effort to learn a bit of the language, to embrace the local culture and understand that to the locals you are a foreign person, so you need to be respectful of that as well. So I think it's a bit of both, and of course we're very we're very lucky that in Germany people are generally more open to foreign people. Of course there are issues, but compared to some other places in the world, it's quite a good place to be an international person.
I don't think that there's a right answer for that. I really think it's important that you can do both, because learning your own culture means something that you know where you came from, who you are, who your family is, and all of that. Learning other people's culture is more important for something like learning to be respectful, learning to love other things that you aren't aware of, for example. And so I think that there's really not a right answer to that. So it has to be a mixture of both. So I think it's important to really have interest in both.
To be honest, more that it's around you, because the culture from your mother's country, you get it anywhere. So you get it from birth on. So in the circle you grow up, it's also important to connect, because it's your choice. It's not your mother's choice.
I think I don't have a preference for one another. I think it's important to understand your own people, and then. But I think it's even more important to look outwards and explore other cultures. I think you'll have to, especially in Europe, or you in the US as well, like with immigration problems or cases, like you have to face other cultures, and in a globalized world you have to face other cultures every day on the internet, in person, and I think it's important to know them to some sort or some kind,
Another odd thing that I've noticed is it seems like certain cultures are allowed to be proud and others not. And obviously, given the history of Germany, you can tell kind of why people aren't so proud to be German. However, I wanted to ask them this next question. When somebody has pride in their culture and their country, not just Germans, but like people from Indonesia or Mexico, wherever, do you think that's a good thing or a bad thing?
I feel like in general it's a good thing. I mean, it's good to be proud of where you come from, who you are, and own up to it and embrace it. So I guess I'd say it's a good thing.
Pride?
Yeah.
Do you mean gay or lesbian culture?
Oh, no.
I think it depends. If you say I'm proud of what my country has done, I think that's, okay. I'm not very proud because I don't know what I should be proud of, kind of. But I think you can be proud of your country as long as you don't make other people standing under you.
I
have also pride but not being maybe a German, because I think that's what is the pro that I'm a German. So when I was born in US or in Pakistan or Australia or Italy, so what is the pride? So it's in my personal card that I'm a German. So it's not very important, but I have the pride being born in Essen. Essen and the Ruhrgebiet is from my heart, I would say, and I love my cultural Ruhrgebiet, because this is also famous here in Germany, how they live with each other. So yeah.
I think it's a good thing until it becomes destructive. It shouldn't be a reason for people to create differences. It's a good thing if shared and getting people closer together.
I think it depends. If it's nationalized and makes you superior to others or feel superior to others, it's a bad thing. But on the other hand, we can learn a lot from each other, and I think there is a good human in everyone, not depending on the culture, so we can also learn and grow together.
I don't know. I wouldn't generalize it. I think depends on whom you ask. I think maybe, I don't know, it is kind of not a thing that we are used to here, apart from like football World Cups. So I don't miss it.
I think that's a good thing. Like, I've felt something like that here. Like, for example, the other day when we won the Euro Cup, it was like I felt like happy being Spanish and having my culture, and I don't know. It was like I was proud of my country. Yeah.
No, if it's not going too far, because if you don't discriminate against other cultures, because they're different, you're not doing that, that's completely fine. So.
But for example, what if I were to run around with like the German flag? Would you think that's kind of controversial, or?
That's the problem with the German flag. It's like in the whole football occasion, it's pretty okay. So you're supporting your country, you're supporting your team, but besides that, it's like seen in Germany as a little bit controversial because of the Second World War, and most people have German flags out, are more of the right part of the government, and that's not that nice.
No, it's a very good thing, and in Germany it changed. After the Second World War, it was not allowed to raise a German flag. If you have done it in 1950, to raise a German flag, you are a Nazi. And this change, for example, with sports, the great sport here, football, EM and WM. If the football WM was 2014, I think, in Germany, it's changing, the whole thing is changing, and they are proud to raise German flags.
Okay.
Before it was bad, and after sport, the Einstellung changed. And now in the late 2010 and later, we are proud of our nation.
I think it's very important because the problem is it's also in Germany or in Bavaria that there are a lot of people that don't live with the culture because it's in the past. So I think it's important that you live with the culture and you believe on this.
Alright, I can't lie. It's obvious that not much effort was put into this video. I really just wanted to have a video for this week. However, those of you who liked it, thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. Next week's video will be better. It'll be asking men in Germany about men. See y'all next time.